Alright. I don't know why I'm making this. I think it's because I need to make content and oh god, River. So I guess we'll start with this wall and make our rounds. If you notice, I am a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan, so of course the GOAT has to always be behind me, no matter what. Number 2 is my all-time favorite video game, but I couldn't find a good 2 poster that I liked, so we got the Game Gear cover for Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And then if we go over here, we will look at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre poster. I can't ever find a Chopping Mall poster, which is one of my all-time favorites, so I got my second favorite horror movie of all time. I'm a big horror movie fan. I love them very much. Please give me more horror movies. If you have any recommendations, let me know, except not Terrifier, please. I can't tolerate Terrifier. Over here, we have my little guitar, my bass, and my little ukulele. Thank you very much, Frank. I appreciate you. I do know how to play some of these things. Not very well, but you know, it's a process. Everyone has one. In this little corner right here, we have my chess set. Well, not my chess set. My son plays chess. He's really into it. We sit up here sometimes and play some little chessy chess. You know, bishop to pawn 3. Bam. You know, I know my lingo. Got a little birdhouse he made for me when he was in 2nd grade. I love it very much. I try to keep everything he makes me because, you know, it's my son. I love him very much. Here we have The Legend of Zelda, one of my all-time favorite video games. Not as good as Sonic, but, you know, it's pretty good. I love it very much. We got my Vikings banner. I'm a big Vikings fan. Skull. I know we're trash some seasons, but, you know, you live with what you live with. And at least we're not the Texans. Let's go! All right, and into this corner right here, you know, shaky cam and all, we have my Skyward Sword poster. I've never actually played this game. I saw this poster, liked it. It was $4, so I bought it, you know, keeping up with the Zelda theme. This is actually a drawing that my son made when he was in 3rd grade in our class instead of paying attention to what he was supposed to. He made Foxy. He's a big FNAF fan, so that makes sense. These are the only Funko Pops that I own. I'm not a big fan of Funkos. I will take them if I find one, but come on, Poison Ivy, you need to... There we go. Okay, she can do what she wants. There's Faye Reagan. Not Faye... There's Faye Valentine. Don't look up that last name. And then we have Poison Ivy just laying in back. My 2 favorite goats. The Batman. Look at him. Always brooding. He watches over my desk and broods and thinks about how his family's gone. And then we have the greatest faction to ever grace us in the WWE, The New Day. Rip Biggie, we miss you, buddy. We love you very much. We hope you come back one day. And now we're looking at the computer setup. This is my little monitor, my webcam, and my second little monitor, my little Elgato Wavelink 3. Love it very much. It's been the best. It is dirty. I need to clean it. I should have done that before I even bothered to make this video. It probably won't even go up. You know how things work. My little Razer keyboard, my little Razer mouse. They all make the little lights go on. So you click it and look at the little lights. Look at the little lights. Everybody likes the little lights. Even my computer has the lights. See, look at it. Oh, everybody's happy. Everybody likes the lights. It's all bright and shiny. People love it. The wire management is pretty good, I'm gonna say. You know, I didn't just clean this up before I showed y'all everything. Over here we have my son's, hey everybody. Over here we have my son's computer. This is where he does his homework, quote unquote. And he plays his little PC games on it. There's the GOAT right there, Sonic, yeah! And then right above we have the waifu for Lifu, Sailor Mercury. This was purchased at a Comic-Con? Not Comic-Con. Comic-Palooza here in Texas, or maybe it was the Dallas Comic-Con. But either way, I love that. She stands over my desk and she's just so cool. She's so great. Over here is my little bookshelf that collects dust and keeps all my games and systems together. Like I said, we have Batman. He's over here hanging out, chilling like a villain. We got this little... I think it was an octopus or a kraken, but either way, it's a little figure. It's a little portrait. I like it, little dot art. These are my old wedding rings. I still keep them because they, you know, Little sentimental value. I'm kind of that kind of person. I like to keep them, especially because, little memories. Memories, like the corners of your mind. We have my Sailor Mercury figures, her Lego set, her big and tall, and her little background figure. Oh, look at her, she's so cute. Look at her, she's so cute. These were all given to me by my son, which I appreciate. Then we have got a little bombshell Harley Quinn in the back just hanging out. She's like over here hiding, but then you're like, peekaboo. We got my little Majin Buddha. Find inner peace or you will be turned into chocolate. I love this little guy. I got him at the Renaissance Fair. And then we have my little things for my daughters that are not with me anymore. I love you both very much. My son's graduation bracelets. Those are always cool. I like to keep everything, like I said, of my son. Even his littlest achievements, I like to keep them. These are my Father's Day cards. They start from my most recent to the very first one he gave me. See, Happy Father's Day, Dad. I'm number first. Hell yeah. What's your dad done for you? Nothing. Best dad ever. Big Daddy Cool. I forgot you wrote that. We got a little bracelet that my son made me. He was very into jewelry at one point, so he made me a little bracelet to wear. It does not fit my giant wrist, so can't wear it. And then we got another little Harley Quinn. Old school DC Harley. She just kind of hangs out with her little hyena. Look at him. Ow. Now, if we move down one row, you will find... This isn't my GameCube, actually. This belongs to my brother. He is borrowing my Wii, so I guess until then it is actually my GameCube. Got the little wires and everything back here. Got a little N64 controller just in case I want to pop that bad boy out. Only got a couple of Switch games, nothing too much. Link's Awakening, Mario Kart, Switch Sports, Legend of Zelda, favorite, all-time classic. Got my little Switch up here. I don't really play this thing. I played it when I had the online pass, so I could play like old Mario games and everything like that. It's still fun. I have Castle Crashers and anything. Friend code, ask me, nobody plays with me. And then in here we have a 3DS with Monster High, New Ghoul in School. Hell yeah. Classic, all-time classic. Top 10 favorite 3DS games. I've never played it. Got Mario Kart 7. We've got The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yes, I pronounced that correctly. And then we have Majora's Mask, also an all-time classic. And inside is the new Super Mario Bros. 3D. I think that's what it's called. I'm not going to open it and look it up because I'm lazy. On this shelf, we have the Xbox One. And just a couple of games. I haven't really been buying a lot of games for this because I haven't really had time to set it up and play it. Still got, all the original controllers. Looking out for a Duke controller. Can't ever find that. But the games I do have are actually some of my favorite games to ever play. Tony Hawk Underground. Love it. $10. Can't believe that. Full game. And oh, that's where my Condemned is. Like I was saying before, I got surprised by that, disc. Box, full cover, instruction manual, always a good purchase, when you can get all that together. Got Max Payne. I found this at a cheaper place. The original guy wanted me to buy it for $80 and I told him to go away. I then found this at a different store for $25. Also game and instruction manual. I really am excited for the remasters or the remakes, whatever it is that's coming out. So that'll be fun to play. This is a game my brother gave me. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Probably is it the best 3D Mortal Kombat? Well, it was the most fun Mortal Kombat because we played it a lot. We used to have a lot of fun with that. Kung Lao is the GOAT of all Mortal Kombat fighters. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Got The Godfather. It was an offer I couldn't refuse at $10. Tee. I got Fatal Frame, one of my favorite horror games of all time. You take the pictures and it scares the ghosts away because they don't like their photos, just like I do. And then we got Dead to Rights, another Dead to Rights game, $8. This is the one with the dog. I think they all have the dog, but whatever. Don't correct me. Nobody correct me. Oh, there goes. That's not my address. That's the Namco address, but it comes with the case and the booklet. Let's go. Okay, these next 2.5 shelves are going to be my 360 collection. I've got 3 controllers in case I ever want to have friends come over. Anyway, got my games over here. Army of Two, Backbreaker, Battlefield. Most of these games were purchased as quick achievements because I got really big into achievements for a while. So, like Big Bumpin'. Like, come on now. You think I bought Big Bumpin' to, impress the ladies? Kind of. Got a Borderlands prequel, Brutal Legend, Burger King Pocket Bike Racer. All the classics. The newly found Condemned. We just found that out. Just recently found that in Crackdown, Dark Souls, Fear, Jericho. A bunch of random games. I play random stuff. I'm not a big. All these Maddens, let's just get this out the way. I have 7 through 13, and they were all for quick achievements. That's all they were. I do not care for Madden games. They were quick achievements, so I did them. Oh, let me get down here for a second. Mass Effect 2 and 3, didn't play the first one, but they're all good games. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is one of my all-time favorite 360 games. Love it to death. It is amazing. Undead Nightmare, Resident Evil 5. Operation Raccoon City wasn't that bad. People just give it crap because, they need something to crap on. We also have Saw the game, one of my favorite movie series. I love Saw. They're stupid movies, but man, are they fun. Then we go down here, we've got Shadow of the Damned. Great game. If you haven't played it, you need to. Got Sneak King. That's right, I own all 3 of the Burger King exclusive games. Yes, I would be jealous too if I was me. The Sega Genesis collection with my boy Sonic on there. Look at that. Sonic Knuckles. Sonic 2. What other Sonic games can we find? Oh, there goes Sonic 3 right behind my finger. Oh, and Sonic Spinball Focus. There we go. All the classics. That's the only reason I bought that was so I could play that in Streets of Rage. Tenchu Z, Turok, Wet. Bunch of WWE games. I'm a big wrestling fan. Love them to death. Wrestling fans are the most logical people, and no one gets upset at something stupid. So, which is why I'm going to bring up AEW Fight Forever. This game was fine. It was all right, just like the company. We got Borderlands 3, Dark Souls Brothers. This game was a headache. Destiny. Oh, that's in the wrong order. Who did that? I like my stuff alphabetized. Diablo, Mafia 3, Resident Evil 7, my favorite Resident Evil, next to 4. Tom Clancy's Division, that was fun for a second. Didn't really have anybody to play with because, WWE 2K16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 are on digital, so that's why I don't have the cases for them. And if we go down here, we've got my little Naruto Ninja Tools. I got my little Aki basic baby's first beats MIDI keyboard because I like to dabble in music. I'm not good at it. Lazy. Got my microphone, and then back there you can see my professional podcaster equipment bundle for whenever I do kick up that podcast again. That's right, everybody has a podcast about pointless stuff, and I'm no different. I will bore you. And then we've got my son's Resident Evil 4 VR machine that he stands in the middle of this room and just... And on the last and final wall, we've got my Mickey Mouse calendar. I'm a big Mickey Mouse fan. I love Mickey Mouse. Mickey's Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I've got it opened up to my son's month because that was a very important day in my life. What does that say? No, this can't be a 1932 calendar. You're out of your mind. So it's open up to my son's birth month because that was my favorite day of the year. Every day with him is my favorite day of the year. We've got our Ninja Turtles signed photo from the Raphael. It wasn't a guy in a costume, it was the actual turtle. That was pretty cool. He came up, he told me, yo, bro, hey, dude. And I was like, yo, April. And he was like, yeah, I know. Donatello was kind of a prick. Leonardo was cool. Mikey, I shouldn't have been touching him there. Sorry, Mikey. Here's my motivation wall. I write things up here to make me laugh and get me motivated for the day. You know, you go, girl. Think about the goth moms. You know, things like that that motivate me and keep me going. Over here, we have my Tatsunoko versus Capcom poster. I love this poster very much. This was given to me by a buddy of mine. It wasn't that bad of a game on the Wii. People mostly gave it crap because you couldn't do sick combos and everything. But, you know, all in all, it was a fun game. I loved it. My goth queen. And then to end it all off, we are going to go to my Hello Kitty Cross Yu-Gi-Oh! Plushies. I began collecting these because I thought they were cool. And I really wanted that Botsmaru Red Eyes Black Dragon. And yet, it was not sold in America. So I lost all motivation to buy these. I was at McDonald's every day looking for these things. But we got a little Keroppi Karibo. Doodala. Is this cinnamon roll? Whatever. It's a Dark Magician waifu. And then we got Hello Kitty as a Dark Magician, because of course she is. She's big boss. And that's it. That is my stream room slash man cave, I guess you want to call it. This is where I spend all my time making content, then deleting it because I'm self-conscious about everything, and where I stream. I want to thank you all for watching this, liking, being here whenever I do stream, and hanging out with me, enjoying my memes. Take them out, River. Good girl. I forgot to show off this part, so I guess I'll do that now. This is my little bookshelf with all my little figures that I used to have in that room, but I didn't really have any place to put them, so they all came out here. We got my, never forget, got my Chris Jericho books. I loved both these books. These were both good reads, good reads. Too bad the other ones weren't as good, I'll say. This also proves that I can read. I know most people have seen me play and try to do voice acting, and, you know, they think I can't read. Well, guess it showed you. Got my Moxley book. This was also another good book. It's like a journal. It's like, it was honestly like reading somebody's journal that you found. It was actually insightful about his GCW days and going to AEW and being in the Shield and how him and Roman got real close. Him, Roman, and Seth were like a close group. That was actually really interesting. Over here, we've got my 2 Junji Ito books. I want to get more so I can fill out the collection, but we've got Shiver and we've got Smash. Shiver, I will say, had better stories, but Smash would kind of have my favorite artwork in it. So that's kind of, you know, I kind of got the best of both worlds with that one. Now we're going to move over. We've got the goats of all. I know it looks weird because it's like second, first, third, but, you know, the way it looks is more appealing for it to just not be short, big, short, because then it looks like more scary stories. We've got Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and then Scary Stories 3, More Tales to Show Your Bones. This one's got Harold in it, all-time favorite story. Love it, love it, love it. Over here, we have my recent Father's Day gift from my son, Halloween. I think he got this more for him because he's really big into Halloween. I genuinely think this was supposed to be for him. But, you know, it's a nice figure. It's a cool little figure. You know, it's got the burnt version, the regular, got scarred hands, pumpkins, rusty knives, bloody knives. I love this little thing. I keep it up here so he can walk by and see it, and he's like, oh, Dad, you know, I love Michael Myers. And he just sits there and stares at it. Dracula, Universal monster figure. He's posable. I don't plan on taking any of these out. I like them more as showpieces. But I do love anything horror, especially classic horror movies. Oh my God. Dracula, Wolfman, Invisible Man, The Mummy, Frankenstein, all that stuff. It's so good. I'm starting to make a little collection, and hopefully I'll have a shelf of each going down on a different bookshelf of all my favorite horror movies. Funny story about this one. My son was actually very upset when he bought me this one because uh, these are all black and white. The other two figures I have are black and white. And he felt like he ruined what I was going for by getting me the color version. But no, it's a good figure, man. Lon Chaney, you know, the greatest, facial expressionist of all. The Phantom of the Opera just celebrated its 100th anniversary. Great movie, man. I love the old silent movies, man. There's just something about them that just, I know now it won't scare a lot of people, but there's just something about them that just makes me think, like, man, how freaky was this movie back then? The Creature of the Black Lagoon, Return of the Creature. This is my favorite of the old black and whites. I just love and adore this movie. So there he is in full form. Got his little faces. There we go. A little better focus. A little better vision of it. His little fins. Love this. That was my first figure I ever bought. This, and another one we're coming up to are my first figures I ever bought. And this one, and Dracula are gifts from my son because he loves me and he wants me to achieve my dreams. So we got Bela Lugosi and Dracula. Got his little top hat, his little smug. Look at that little smug face. Look at that, ladies. But man, this is another one of those will not leave the box. I just love looking at it. The little covers are amazing. Just man, I'm just honored to have these, honestly. Here are my Naruto books. I used to have there's my little Five Nights at Freddy Mega Bloks thing I put together for my son. He told me to put it up here for him. I used to have all 1 through 72 of the Naruto, however you want to pronounce it. But during a lot of constant moves and, people borrowing them and never returning them, I have a long way to go before I can have them all back again. But this is one of my favorite anime of all time. This, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, all that stuff. Even the Junji Ito animes aren't bad. I think people just give it a lot more grief than they should, especially because, it's Junji Ito. You can't really get all that detail into an anime. Uzumaki wasn't even that bad, honestly. People just like to give it crap because, it's the fun thing to crap on. Here we have my Invisible Man action figure that I truly do love. This is another good movie. I really wanted to like Hollow Man, but it just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of wonky. Plus Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon is in one of my favorite horror movies by Tremors, but I can't really get into him on anything else. We've got my Ultimate Warrior, Unraveled Warrior, I'm sorry. Garbage Pail Kid. This was given to me by my brother because he knows how much of a mark I am for wrestling. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let me move you real quick. We'll talk about you later. These two were paintings done by a friend. I saw these at a card shop that we were at. They were bigger. They were like almost as big as the whole shelf itself. And the lady that painted them wanted $200 for both. My friend said, screw that. And she painted them for me as a Christmas gift. So thank you very much. I appreciate them. I love them. It's Pikachu in a Totoro outfit, and then it's Totoro in a Pikachu outfit. It's a little cute. I like it. Here we have my all-time favorite video game. If I was stuck on an island with only one game, it would honestly probably be Sonic 2. This is my childhood. This is the game that made me a gamer. This is the reason why I play video games. I love this game. Not you, though. Not you. I mean, look at that cover, man. He's like Robotnik. When I saw this and he didn't have any eyes, I was like, oh my God, this dude is pissed. Got it all in its case, cartridge, and the instruction booklet. Man, I had to grab this when I saw it. This is like my favorite piece in all my games. This is my favorite thing. This is like the greatest thing in my collection. I love it to death. If there was a fire and I had to save one game, like my kid Like, my son and my dog know how to get out of the house. I don't have to worry about them. But if I had to save one thing in this house, it would be this. I would run out my bedroom and go directly to this and run out. And that's it. That's my bookshelf with all my figures and my... Oh, I guess I'll show y'all this too. These are like these are some weird things. I've never understood what they were for. They're like little scratcher cards for Nintendo games. You can like poke them out and they have like little standouts and everything. Let me see if I can find the actual... Yeah, see, there's like even little levels that you scratch and like try to win prizes and everything like that. I always thought this was really cool. I found this for $5. It's all the cards. Every last one of them's in here. All 33 cards are in here. And I am in love with them. I keep them in this little box. And they hide away all of my dirty secrets. Like the fact that I am a giant nerd. But anyway, thank you all for doing this and hanging out with me. And oh yeah, my little Star Wars books. So that's my bookshelf. And this concludes the way I live my life. Take them away, River.